Let's just talk about the community that all of us come from, particularly in my community. You know, the dollars that we get, doesn't matter if you get a paycheck. You know how long it stays in our community? Have we talked about this? It stays in our community like 1 hour. And that's not good enough. See, this money needs to run from the butcher to the baker to the candlestick maker. It needs to go through the community, come back around a few times, and that's how we build wealth and strength within the community. It happens in every other community. Every other community. Doesn't matter. Every other community, the Spanish-speaking community, the Jewish community, the Italian community, it happens in every other community. So if we want to see value in our community, and I'm happy to see it in their community, even the Somali community, which are people that look like us, but they come from a different thought process, then we've got to begin to circulate that money from people who look like you, who are in the room with you, who are in business. That's why I believe in Mary Kay. It's this young lady over here who actually sells it, who's within our community that I can support. I want those dollars to run through her. So we need to switch position as an agent. When you, as an agent, as a real estate agent, when you make that big money that you want to make, every time you get $7,000 to $10,000, I mean, when I show you these numbers, it should blow your mind. This week, when I came back from the training, I was gone 2 weeks, and there was $41,000 that deposited into my account that I procured myself, not my former business partner. I procured it myself 2 weeks prior and put it in motion, left, came back, and it was closing. And that's all I needed, because I need to make sure we have a nice holiday party. And that's what I was thinking about. I was like, we got to have a nice holiday party. So I want you to think about reserving. So financially, be fiscally intelligent and start reserving. I'm talking to myself, too. I'm telling you, I'm talking to myself, because Teresa will spend up some money. But we have to get financially, frugal in terms of making that money work. And we don't want to spend the principal. These are money principles. What should your first priority be? What are you in? The greatest business in the world. Your first priority should be to buy yourself a property. Numero uno. That is your numero uno priority right now. Every real estate agent should own a piece of property, because it is in the business that you're in, and it's congruency in terms of the way you sell. You can't sell with conviction in the same manner if you don't own property. How you gonna do it? I think you should buy a house, but I don't own a house. If you're not doing it right now, or you can't do it for one reason or another, then you should say, let's work on this together. I think you can buy yours now. I'm working on it. That's why I'm serving all these folks, so that I can buy one. I want you guys to really keep that in the front of your mind, that it is important for you to get into the property ownership business. The property ownership business can replace your income, and I want you to know it. It can replace it on the second purchase for most people. So if you make $50,000 a year, anybody in here take home more than 50 or gross more than 50,000? Anybody? Okay. More than 75,000. You?
I don't know. I'll count that out.
Okay. Okay. Well, look. So if you're a W-2 employee and you make 50,000, then you're bringing home 37. If you make 75,000, take 20% off that, you're bringing home 60. So because the tax rate is around 20% with all taxes, right? So to replace your income, you need maybe $5,000 a month to replace both. One is a lot more and one is just a little less, right? 5 times 12 is 60. Is that right? Okay, so if you can produce $5,000 a month, you're going to find yourself replacing your income. And here's the good news. It's passive income. It's a lot more passive than you getting up and working 40 hours a week times 4 weeks in a month. How do we do it with real estate? I wanted to bring up those principles because to me, it's extremely important that we figure this thing out. But I'm going to show you how to build the asset of a real estate business before we get into the bonus, which is how we do it in real estate, which is what you really need to know. So listen, right now, the last time we were together, we talked about putting together 280 names by December 15th. Now, today's only December 6th. So if you don't have your 280 names, you got some time, about a week and a half. and you can still do it even if you only got 6 names. You can still do it. You can still do it. And I'm going to tell you how you can do it. But before I tell you how you can do it, let's look at this business building example, because this is your business becomes an asset. Has anybody ever thought about your business, the Xenia Armstrong real estate business, brokered by Take a Look, becoming a business asset? The Whitney Martin real estate business becoming a business asset. Natera real estate business becoming a business asset. Have you thought about that? Because what is the good thing about an asset?
You can borrow on it.
That's number one, for sure. What else?
You can make money from it. It makes money for you.
It cash flows. What else? Let me give it to you. It's willable, sellable, and transferable. You hear what I'm saying? Willable, sellable, and transferable. What does that mean?
That's what for my kids.
Bingo. See, you can take that asset, you can sell it, you can take that money that you get from your asset that you created right now today that's been paying you for the last however many years you live from now on. You can put that asset to work for you. You can step out of the day-to-day operations. You need liquidity to say amen on that. Yeah. You can step out, even up underneath the brokerage. You don't have to build the brokerage in order to create an asset that you own that's willable, sellable, and transferable. The asset you can remove yourself, substitute another licensee. Xenia, you can sit in my chair. I can pay Xenia. I'm a real estate agent. I'm not the broker. I'm working for Take a Look. I can pay Xenia to step in my seat. I say, Xenia, look, all you got to do is run my business, run the transactions. You just want to go off and go somewhere. What's your favorite city?
Philly.
Where?
Philly.
Philly. We can be off in Philly looking for all the food and the music and, eating them Philly steaks. Behind the desk, on the phones, signing buyer broker contracts. What did I do while I was out of town, Xenia? I said, can you take Caitlin over here to see this house?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't I say that?
I showed the house. Yeah.
No, I had called agent number 1 first. She said, I'm too busy. I got this and that to do. So then I went down the list. Agent number 2. I might have got all the way to Springfield if she didn't answer. I'm serious. And I know one of y'all would have hopped up. Would have got because it's a Columbus contract. We going to that. I would be right there.
Give me 43 minutes.
Yeah. And she had 24 hours. You'd have been just fine. Right? Yeah. So I was in St. Petersburg, Florida, in a hotel room by myself, chilling like a villain, recovering. And I got a call that said, I would like to see this property. And I said, no problem. Let me get it arranged. What time would you like to see it? Tell me what day would work best for you. And then you reach into a group that is homogenized, that is cooperative, that is working together. And you say, hey, you start going down the list. Xenia, I'm calling Xenia, ring, ring, ring. Xenia doesn't answer. Ring, ring, ring. I'm calling the Tara, the closest people first that have the ability to get it done. Calling the Tara, ring, ring, ring. The Tara's not answering either. Okay, she's busy. Calling Whitney. Hello? Hey, Whitney.
I'm there.
What time you get off work, girl? Because I need this house shown. You understand how we do that? I'm going to properly compensate Whitney. I'm going to make Whitney half the deal at this point. But you see, we can create great and significant leverage if we stop trying to hold and covet the whole thing and recognize that through connection and cooperation, we can build an ever continuous flow of cash in our pockets, in our bank accounts. See, we can do that.